It is currently 66 degrees outside Fahrenheit, and it says it feels like 72. You know how excited I am. I am definitely going outside today because I've been waiting on warmer weather since I got here, and you already know I'm not really coming out of the house if it's kind of cold outside. But I do have a couple of things to finish on the computer before I actually venture out and go soak up the warmth. I'm thinking of going to Central Park because I haven't been there in a long time. And I don't know what to go outside and do. And the first thing that came to mind is like, hey, why don't you just go to the park? So I think I'm going to do that. But first, I have a few things to finish and then I'll be off. That took a lot longer than planned, and honestly, it usually does. But it's now 2:40, and yeah, might as well go get ready because it's 70 outside right now. It feels like 72, and there's no way I'm staying inside. So yeah. I'm actually experiencing two firsts here. Keep in mind that I used to come to Central Park almost every day because I went to school like literally right next door. So it's the first time that I'm seeing the reservoir, and it's also the first time I'm seeing ice on top of the water in New York. Yeah. Looks like I chose the right spot to come and sit because just as I'm drawing and everything, this starts.
And now, when there's moon glow, way up in the blue, I always remember that moon glow gave me
Today's an even warmer day than it was yesterday. I just checked the temperature and it's at 74 degrees, feels like 80. Why am I inside? I've just been blah today. I've been dragging all day, literally. Like after I went outside and walked, even the walk itself was a complete drag. It's like after I did one lap, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go back inside and just not do anymore. And then while I almost finished the lap, I felt like my body just took over with the movements, and I'm just like, okay, let's see how far we go. I'm not gonna forcefully stop myself, even though my mind is like, yeah, just give this up. It's fine. But my body was just like, it's okay. I'll take over. I'll keep going. And I did two laps. I think it came out to like 2 miles that I walked. And what's funny is that I was walking very leisurely. I was like, I can't bother. I'm not going to do anything extra. I'm not going to speed walk in intervals. I'm just going to walk. And when I checked the speed when I was finished, because I use Strava to check how long I walk and and everything. And it said I walked at a pace of 3 miles per hour. Normally, I would try to get like 3.5, but the fact that the average was 3 miles an hour, I was like, wow, I wasn't even trying to do that, but it just happened. And it's all because I did not feel like doing anything. Literally just dragging. I don't have anywhere to go today. I don't. And I really do want to find somewhere to go because I have to be outside in this warmth. Tomorrow the temperature is gonna drop. So I know this is very, very, very temporary. As with everything in life, right? Yeah. So tomorrow it's actually gonna rain and it's gonna drop a whole 10 degrees. So it's 74, 75 right now. Tomorrow is gonna be 64. Hmm. Yeah. I need to find something outside to do. And one of the other reasons is that I've been on the computer for most of the day and it's getting like admin stuff done that I need to actually do. And the drag, the drag is just like, okay, let's just do these things on the computer and just leave it at that. But I will go outside. Yes. It is almost impossible to find a good park in the Bronx. And it's not because I don't like the Bronx, I really don't like it. It's just, I just want to go to a park. I really didn't want to go into the city. I don't want to. Does going outside for less than an hour count? Because literally all I did was walk around and the so here's the issue. I went outside, actually before I even went outside, I searched on Google for a place where it didn't have to be a big park. It was a small little park where I could just go and sit down and read, right? Because it's like, okay, it's a warm day. I might as well go outside and go read since I don't know what else to do. I don't want to go very far and I don't want to take any transportation to get there. So those were the requirements. I don't mind walking half an hour to actually get where I was going, but everything that is kind of, it's not even close. Half an hour would bring me to somewhere where there's a lot of kids, like a lot of people outside playing basketball and all of that. And I'm just like, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. So when I found this little place, I'm like, oh, cool. All right. It doesn't seem like there's a lot to see, which is okay. As long as I can find something to just sit down and read. The entrance sign, if that was the entrance, because normally at parks you have a sign that says the name of the park and everything. It was just bush, complete bush. Nothing was maintained. Nothing looked like, oh, hey, this is a park. Come in here and relax. Nothing. I'm like, okay, maybe there's another entrance or on another part that I'm obviously missing because with the photos, it looks like something else, right? I walk around and walk around and nothing. Yeah. If I had to choose between boroughs of New York, completely excluding upstate where there's Bear Mountain and there's the huge state parks. I'm not talking about state parks. If I had to choose between the boroughs of New York, Brooklyn gets it every time. Every single time. It doesn't matter how small the park is, even if it's just like a playground park, there's always a little part in the park that is away from the noise and all of that. And I'm just like, yeah, Bronx don't really have that. And once you get more closer to Westchester, going, because uptown Bronx and going all the way into the suburbs and all of that, you don't really get that either. You'll have the nicer paved roads and the sidewalks where you can actually, go walk around and explore and everything. But parks, yeah, no. It's more like playgrounds for kids. I don't want that. I just want to go sit and read. Where are those parks? Like, yeah. So I'm inside and I'm gonna read. I went out there, I soaked up some of the warmth and the sun, and it felt amazing. It never fails to surprise me how quickly things change. Days run toward nights, months blend into years, and darkness return to light, all in the blink of an eye. It It is cold. It is cold. It is cold outside. It's in the 30s now. It's chilly. And this is why we enjoy the days that are warm by going outside and soaking in the sun. Because 2 days later, and it's all gone. But that's the weather. That's Mother Nature. She do what she want. We just along for the ride. It's true. Everything is always changing. Nothing will ever stay the same. But I've learned to allow that knowledge to empower me instead of drain me. Because if this life will be gone before I know it, there's no way I'm allowing things I can't control to stop me from fully enjoying myself. How about you?